Morning everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day, and today we're using Crowne's Port Royal Bay Rum. If you like a Bay Rum that's got kind of a interesting scent to it, man, I like this stuff. It's like I'm probably down to a little less than half of this left. It gets used. So if you like a Bay Rum that's got some nice citrus aspects to it, pretty good. The only one I'd say that's the Bay Rum that I like the most, it would be the Heritage Hill ones. But this Crowne and Crane one's pretty good. All right. So we got second use of the London Bridge blades with the Star Razor. This is my grandfather's razor. I always like using it whenever possible. So yeah, just like a little bit of history there, you know. It's like when you actually seen somebody using it and it's passed down to you. Yeah. After he passed away, well, he had a heart attack while he was staying with us, and he got left. And later on, he passed away, and it's like, hey, I'm keeping it. Like, it's not going away. So make good use of it. So yeah, you had a couple other. It's like you had a gem razor and a Star, which was a gem also. Which one he kept around. So it's like that. My dad got a hold of that one and he passed it on to me. So the same way with my dad's. Same time he passed his Gillette Fat Boy down to me too. And he's like, "Oh, I got this one over here." And he's like, "You want to use?" It's like, you can't find blades for it anymore, but you can have it. I can find blades for it. I don't use it because last few times I used my grandfather's gem razor, it's like it sort of peeled my face. It's like I do have a lot of scars on my face from way back. Now, if we got some new subscribers in here that probably don't know the story about that, but when I was a kid, I went face first into a tree while sledding. When we get all this soap off my face, I'll show you where the scars are. And an aggressive razor, all it does is start peeling my scar tissue. I'm like, I don't like it. Keeping the pain down is important. But I like having the razor around because, you know, it's a bit of history. And the Star Razor is, and it's got some good aggressiveness to it. It's very similar to the like the Gillette Wartech ones, the ball ones, you know, from way back for aggressiveness. I do have a few of those I picked up over the years. Like last summer I picked up some. Somebody local was selling some and I picked them up for nothing. You can see right here I got a big old scar that went right through here. Face is all lumpy, grumpy right here. And I got scars going right through here. And it's like, if you look at my nose, it's kind of crooked too. Because it's like everything went this way. Yeah, it was a bad day. Freaked my mom out. It's like it was bad. Yeah, it was like where we would go sledding on the farm. We had this nice big hill. And we had an ice storm that hit and laid down a whole bunch of ice on top of the snow. So we went sledding. Well, we were with our toboggans, and we were one of the first ones to go down. And our toboggan was able to, you know, it would hold 3 people comfortably, 4 kind of stuffed in there. But usually we just went 2. And we had some paracord that we got from my uncle that we would use to braid it up and add some rope to the back. So the person riding behind would, was the brakeman. So they'd be going down the hill, and it's like they put their feet out, and you'd be up in the front with a curved part, so your feet would be in the front. And their job in the back was to be the brakes, and we had the area to come down, and it kind of sloped down, and that an area at the back, down at the bottom of the hill, was trees, because it kind of down to a swampy area. And the job of the brakeman was to slow you down. It's like, oh, he comes to stop. It's like we'd watch the Olympics and everything, and so we all had all this in our head at the time. And we loved watching the Winter Olympics with the kids. We all played hockey and all that stuff. And so we had this ice storm, so everything was covered in ice. Well, we were it was like the resistance coefficient was very low. So we went flying down the hill, and we weren't stopping. We were picking up pretty good speed. Never before had we had this speed on this hill. And my brother was like trying to stop, and he was getting zero traction with his feet, and he bailed. He like dived off, and I was like, oh crap! And it was like right into this big old like oak, like smack face first, and it's like hit and went. It catapulted you right into it. And it's like I went face first into it, and it was like I think the action was like when it came in, it's like that. Oh yeah, there's a lot of damage. And my brothers, I'm like laying on the ground. I remember laying there face first, going, "Oh my God, what the hell happened?" And I realized, and I looked down, and the snow and ice in front of me was like bleh, bleh, blood coming down, big old red blobs. I was like, "Oh crap!" It's like I can, it's like the world is like literally. You always see in the cartoon the birds floating around you. The stars, oh my God, I was like, argh. My brother come running up, are you okay? Oh my God, oh my God. And they threw me on the toboggan and dragged my ass back, like a Viking warrior being thrown on my shield and dragged back. Oh yeah, it was a bad day, and I remember walking in the house. I'm like holding my face, and I was like trying to keep my face in. And my mom sees that, and she was like, "Ah!" Yeah, we had all kinds of. Then they put me back together. You can see that right through here, the gash that went through here. The laceration, let's just put it that way. I could see my teeth. I could do that, and I could see my teeth through. It went right on through. Like, it was bad. But, many times on the farm there, like my brothers and I, we did all kinds of stuff that tore us to pieces. There was one time we were riding the horses, and we were going through the gate. We had quarter horses and stuff. He even had a couple work horses, also big old ones, Percherons, and that we used in the wintertime that would hook up to the sled, and then we would go out in the woods and haul out cords of wood, that pulp wood. And there was this time we were going through riding the horses, and the horse got a little skittish going through the thing. And my one brother, it was Mitch, he was going through, and the horse went sideways and caught his. It's like, here's the post, and it had barbed wire wrapped around it because the barbed wire fence, and his leg got caught like this. Here's the post, and his leg went like that, and the horse went through, and it's like, whoosh, like right down to the bone, just lacerated his. Like, we're looking like, oh my gosh! And my one brother pulled his T-shirt off and wrapped it around it, and had to rush him off to the hospital and get him all sewed up. Oh yeah, that was a bad day for him. He still has the old scars to this day. Laid his leg, old knee right open, thigh. And there was another time, it's like my one brother, Mike, they're twins, Mike and Mitch were twins. And they, he was down below, when we were up in our room upstairs, yelling insults and everything, because that's what brothers do. And he's getting mad. Oh, I'm gonna get up there and get you! And he's like, starts banging on the roof. And below, right above him, was the storm window for the one window that hadn't been pulled out yet for the summertime. And he like came loose, and big old storm window with the pane of glass goes right across his head, and just like slash his face all open. And to this day is why you can tell, because they're twins, why you can tell the difference between them. It's like one was ugly and one's uglier, but now one's even uglier. So he's got the scars and everything, kind of changed his face a little bit, how he looked. And everybody always said, how do you tell them apart? And I was like, that was easy. One's ugly, one's uglier. And they're like, oh, yeah, really, how? I was like, they're night and day. It's like, you can tell now. They're due to the change of geometry of his face. The scars, they did a good job of keeping the surgery and kind of reconstructed things so he wouldn't have all these big scars on his face. So they did a good job on him. But it was enough to change. Now, you look at him like, oh, it's night and day now. He was the same brother. We were out, we had, these bow saws, right? It's like hand saws that got the big bow on it, and they got the really nasty serrated blades on them for cutting wood, limbs and stuff. And we were out trimming limbs and stuff along the fence line, and so we were all doing that kind of work. The old dad, and he was like, get out there and clean those trees out of the fences. So it's like, so you didn't let me use a chainsaw to do this. He was like, just here, take the bow saws, and it was usually 99.9% of the time safe. But the one time it's not, that 0.01%, well, it was funny in a way that the one brother was Mike, same one that had the glass on his head. He was, we were there, I was right next to him at the time when we were cutting the limbs off. We cut the limbs off the sides, and then we cut down at the base. So one of us or two of us would go cut the limbs off, and then the other one would come down, cut off the base, like that. And he was like holding the tree like this, and he was like, and his twin brother started razzing him. He's like, it's like this, and he wasn't paying attention because he was getting mad at his twin brother for razzing him about something. God, I can't remember this day what it is, but I just remember, and all of a sudden I'm standing there looking at him like, stop! What are you doing? He's like, what? He was cutting through his freaking thumb, and he never even felt it. He was like, that's how sharp these things are. And I was like, stop! He was like, what? He looks down, he's like, oh! He throws the saw up in the air. He's like, oh! He throws the saw in the air. Saw goes up in the air. And his twin brother standing there, what are you doing? I was like, on his head. Lays his head over. Like, oh my God. And it's like, oh! The one's like, oh! Blood everywhere. And we go back to the house, and my mom's like, what? Oh my gosh. And my dad comes running out of the barn. like, what? What? Oh my God. And so it's like, rush him to the hospital. One gets stitches in his head, and the other one goes into surgery. Yeah. He was in the operation room because they had to reattach his. It's like, to this day, he's got this nice, he's got a scar going down this way and a scar going like this, like a T or an X. And they reattached his tendons and everything. And they put him out. So he spent the night in the hospital. It's like, yeah. The joys of our family. Yeah, many times. Broken bones and, you know, it was like I got a rib that pops out all the time because my one brother was chasing me with a pitchfork, or a hay fork actually, up in the loft, you know, because you get a bunch of little bales that would break eventually because, you know, that wouldn't tie off or something. And so you get it all together and then throw it down the chute, you know, so you could go feed the cows and stuff. And we were, you know, like brothers do, and I was like harassing him. Well, we were up there, and he comes like, "I'm gonna get you!" And he's like chasing after you with the pitchfork. You're like, "Oh shit!" and I tried to get out of the way to get down the lot chute, and I slipped and went, bam, landed down my back and popped a rib out. And I like rolled over, and I'm like sitting like on my, rolled over some face down, and my brother just goes, takes the fork and, like a spearman, goes, speared me right in the freaking back. Oh my God, that hurt. I'm like, ugh. And my dad seen that, and he like went ballistic, and he literally beat the hell out of everybody. That was the way my dad was. He's like, he's gonna punish one person, he does everybody just for the hell of it. And obviously, you all must have been involved somehow. Nothing like a size 8 boot right up your ass. Kick you so hard that your tail will go up between your ears. But that's the way it was. Different era. I tell my youngest brother of the second litter, he's like 34 now. He'd say stories like that. No, Dad's never like that. You didn't have the same dad we had. By the time you got to, you came around, Dad was mellow. Didn't help that you got all the, you know, you got 5 brothers that were always causing havoc with each other. Knocking heads. Beating the crap out of each other. Pissed Dad off all the time. Did we deserve it? Probably. Man, I'm having a hard day with this one. Right aside here. But yeah. Alright, now we're done. Got her. Yeah. Now we're done. Okay. There's an affiliate link down below. So click on the old affiliate link. And when we get to 500, we're slowly getting there. Crawling along. When we get to 500, we're going to do a giveaway. Alright. So if there's anything from the razor company you want, go click on the old affiliate link and pick something up. I guarantee it's going to be a $25 gift card when the time comes to the razor company. Always appreciate that kind of stuff. I always like it's like when I win a giveaway, I get something new, and then somebody's going to get something new back. So, all right, there we go. We're going to use, it's the Masters Bay Rum. I got this from Take Care Man. He sent me some stuff. I got that from Todd. Oh, this definitely 100% Bay Rum. It's like you can smell this Bay Rum. This is very similar to the Sterling Bay Rum in scent wise, which gets the job done. But I like the old Port Royal Bay Rum, which has more citrus in it, and you know, that kind of aspect to it. So there you go. So the shave of the day, everybody, was brought to you by Crowne and Crane's Port Royal Bay Rum. Say that 10 times fast. There you go. And then we had the old Star Razor with the second use of the London Bridge blades. Work good together. All right, so that was everything. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.